are no longer. So I'm going to wait for people to come online. There was static, which I tried to come back into my live and it wouldn't let me. And then I was able to listen and hear the static that obviously is from my phone. I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's already been really difficult. There were like 30 people in here. There were some trolls in here. And then, can you hear me okay? Then I went to look at a text, came back, couldn't get onto my live, couldn't figure out how to get it to end or even get on it to end it. It was like a nightmare. So now I'm back on it because my phone was making a static noise, but I couldn't hear it. No, I was, what took so long, Leo, son, is that I had just exited so that I could text my moderator, and when I came back, it would not let me come back to the live. It just was replaying what I had already said, so I could hear the static that you guys were hearing, but I couldn't figure out how to log back on, get back on, or even end it. Somehow I figured it out and I made a new one and I'm back. Okay, Marissa, thank you. I'm gonna pin this. Hi, Shell. I thought that it would be late. 7:28, that's my birthday. That's what time it is right now. That's when I know my dad is with me. Anyways. Yay! The static is gone. I was like, what are you guys talking about? My fan makes no, I'm turning my fan on. Because it was not an issue with the fan. But I couldn't hear the static you guys could hear. Okay, we're going to start with... I love you too, Shell. If you want to stay on, if there's any trolls and you want to be on troll duty while Marissa is doing her questions, you can definitely do so. If you do not have time, I totally understand. And so let me explain my prices quickly and then we're gonna start. So thank you everybody who is here right now. The special is $2 pendulum questions for people that don't have money or want to spend a lot or get a full reading. You could just do a $2 pendulum question. The yes-no questions are $10, but they are a yes-no with a pendulum and 5 minutes of tarot reading, and I am very quick and detailed. A regular question, which would be, for example, are me and my ex gonna get back together? How does so-and-so feel about me? Am I ever gonna hear from them? Things like that. And then an extended would be like, what do you see my love life for the next 6 months? That's gonna take longer. So there we go. We're gonna start with Marissa's. Evie is going first, right? Hey everybody, welcome. Marissa, can you please hold down the fort? And Michelle, I am going to, you guys, it's gonna look like I am frozen, but I'm really not. I'm using my cell phone to do this. So when I exit to read somebody's text, it'll circle, but I'm not gone. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. All right, let me go read your text. Okay, I am back. Okay, yeah, Shell, I know what time it is. You know what time it is. No, I know that you're getting ready for bed, so don't even worry about it. Just enjoy it. But if you do see anything, like I said, remove the comment first. You know, don't hide somebody immediately unless they do what the other person did, was say, shut up. One thing I do not like is shut up. I do not like that. So immediately, Marissa, you know, take that person out. But I would like it to be remove the comment if it gives you a raised eyebrow. And then if they do it again, put them in a 5-minute. Thank you. Oh, you did? Let's see. Oh my god. Whatever. People are weird. Yeah, so that you would just remove the comment. Then if the same person says something weird again on that one, I would probably just hide them. But I would like you to do a 5-minute timeout. Or if somebody is like, if I'm giving a paid reading and that reading is getting interrupted by somebody like posting nonstop, that is a pet peeve of mine. Like, it's okay to like comment here and there, but thank you. Let me look. Okay, so Evie, you're here? Just say I'm here and we're gonna start. I am going to say the question to myself. This is private, but I will answer. Hi. I will answer freely, okay? So I will not say what the question is, but is it okay that I say the name? Because Jeremiah has to hear the name, but I won't say what you wrote, like the context. Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna start at 7:35. So here we go. All right. Okay, so first let's get a yes or a no. All right. So did Angie do this? Let's start with that. Did Angie do this? Did Angie ask to do this? Okay, so I'm hearing the word friction. Friction. She's wanting to cause friction between you and the person that you mentioned. Okay? But let me pull some more. Whoa! Wow. Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go really quick and read your message again so I know for sure what I'm answering. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I wouldn't say as drastically as you're saying the F word, that part. I would not say it that way, but I understand what you're getting at, okay? So first let's use the pendulum just to confirm that I do think she mentioned the two of you and asked for the reader to do something. So, is that true, Jeremiah? Did she bring up these two people in her session? Yes. Okay. So, first we've got wish fulfillment, right? Angie went to her person and was like, "This is what I want out of my reading today." Okay? Her wish fulfillment, which is to, I just hate that, like using the word wish fulfillment, but having negative energy attached to it. Like, that's so gross to me. But here is, so she wants friction, okay? So the word that Spirit was giving me is friction. But we've got the Five of Pentacles to the Emperor. The Emperor would represent the person that you, that I'm not saying, okay? This is gonna represent the other person besides you, Evelyn, Evie. And she asked for you guys to be on the outs with each other. She asked the reader to cause friction between the two of you that would leave you feeling rejected or abandoned or slighted, right? Offended and confused. And then I go, well, so we gotta dig deeper. Of course, we have like 6 more minutes, but so here's the truth of what came out in the reading was that, and this is like a stretch, okay? And I don't know what she's thinking, but I am reading this and hearing this from Spirit as the Page of Wands is about flirtation, and then the Knight of Swords is coming in quickly with communication. She like wants the other person that you're included in the reading. How do I make this easier without saying who it is? I'll just say the other person. Okay? She's like wanting that person to like have a wandering eye, which is never gonna happen. I can tell you that. So let's dig deeper. What? Tell me you're here. Post something. Write something. This is my social media. This is something that the person would have to apologize for. Marissa, are you guys here? Yes. Okay, it's crazy. If this was, are you guys here? Oh my God. Again, I forgot to freaking, why doesn't it just naturally, my bad. I'm gonna take a couple minutes after this. Oh my God, Marissa. I wasn't able to see anybody's because the first time, I guess I have to scroll up and then it does it on itself. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm like, are you guys here? Are you guys here? And I knew you guys were there. So the last thing I saw was yes. Hold on. You're here. Yeah, please do not repeat. Please do not overload my chat. I'm doing a paid reading right now, and yeah, please do not do that. If they do it again, yeah, okay, they're on timeout. Do not repeat yourself in the chat. These are paid readings. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. These are paid readings. During paid readings, it would be really nice if people just kind of sat back and be patient, because I am a very kind person, and at the end of the day, I will probably pick 2 people to give free pendulum questions to. So one of my pet peeves is for people to come in here, and I'm just saying overall, no, don't block them. Don't block them. Just do exactly as I said. Remove it, but then as a moderator, remove it, and then write so-and-so, do not keep posting your question. And if they do, then you put them in a timeout. And then if they come out of the timeout and they do it again, then you hide them. But we're not trying to just hide everybody, guys. Please. But that's annoying. 3 times. Like, there's other people that have paid, that are patiently waiting. And so, yeah, that person is probably listening to me, because when they're on timeout, they can hear me and watch me. They just can't post. So yes, if that same person comes back and does that again, then hide them, okay? All right, so I'm gonna act like we were only at 4 minutes, okay? So we have 6 more minutes. Okay, so let's finally get this going. Okay, I know this sounds absolutely freaking crazy, but does anything, like, Evelyn, Evie, does anything, like, surprise you at this moment? This would make sense if this was somebody much younger, okay? Like, she's not 30, right? Neither are you, and neither is the person that you mentioned in the question. So to ask her reader, know what? I already forgot what you were answering. Know what? She's in her 40s? Oh. Well, she sure I thought she was way older. I've even seen pictures. I thought she was in her mid-50s. And I'm not joking. Like, it's not because I don't like her. I just really thought she was. Okay, so, like, so I'm thinking she's, like, mid-50s, wanting the person that you mentioned, she's asking for him to, like, have a fling? To have some kind of a fling or an interest in somebody, which is, like, so freaking weird. Like, you guys have been, together for how long? Like, how many years? Does she actually think this would work? But she's like, because you're only asking about what she asked her reader about the person in question, okay? So I'm only telling you what part of the reading you're asking about. That she wants somebody, like, she's asking her reader to bring somebody around, whether that's around the neighborhood, at work, wherever, to have some sort of weird flirtation going on, which would then lead to you saying effing you over, okay? Does that make sense? So let's pull a little bit more. Jeremiah, what else did she ask about It makes it really hard when I cannot say what I want to say. It's hard. But I'm going to concentrate on the part. Give me 1 second. I'm going to text. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to be doing that. I can't be going back and forth because look what just happened. There was 13 people, now there's 2. Like, we got to be able to do this a different way, guys. We got to just be able to post just like anybody else, or write it in when you send them the payment, write it in there. It's just like, okay. So, I do not agree with whatever reading you got. I read that. No. 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 Like, Angie is bad news. Angie is very negative. But to say that she asked for that? No. No way. I don't know who you got read by. I do not know, but that is absolutely nuts. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest with you. No. Oh, let me ask Jeremiah. With what I just read, Jeremiah, is that authentically what that person saw? Was that authentic? So you know what that means? She made that shit up. Alright? Because the more a fake freaking reader can make things look giant and crazy, it's almost like no, don't go to this person again. I'm sorry. But no, that is not happening at all, by Angie or anybody else. And I actually would be like, bitch, I want my money back. Sorry, it could be somebody you love. I don't know. I wasn't able to, like, get a grip on who you asked. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sorry. It's just, like, it makes me mad that somebody would tell you that and, like, this would be on your mind. Like, this person's telling you it, and now, you know, Evie, like, if this is, like, if you want to ruin your peace, there you go. Like, I'm not saying don't tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth all day long. I am unfiltered. I will never, if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask, right? I will tell you the full truth. But that person led you down the wrong road, and if you keep going down that road with them, that's a spiraling road to be believing this kind of crap. And I understand that it might seem like not such a stretch that maybe Angie would ask for that. Good night, show. So then it's not her, it has to be someone in my dad's family. That, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? We have 1 more minute. It's, no. You're meaning there's somebody in your dad's family that asked for that? What I'm trying to tell you is I don't believe what you're reading. The person that told you that, that's who I don't believe. Like, yes, Angie, like, I'm seeing, like, Angie would like for him to, you know, for there to be some other woman that he gets attracted to, and, like, maybe causes friction and arguments between, you know, your parents, and is stirring the pot in that way. because that is cuckoo and that equals Angie. But to that last part that you wrote about like sickness or like an accident, no. And the fact that they put that in your mind, I'm sorry, if somebody told me that, I would either be like, yeah, right. Or I would be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, for like worried. So like I just feel like this person, who is the person, Jeremiah? Is anybody asking this? This is something like I think we would have to like do a mini reading about. Because we're just not going to get the answer to this. No, see, like, spirit is like, you know, you are protected, you have love and abundance in your family. Nothing is going to knock you guys down, no matter what. Yeah, we can do one soon. I really think we should. Because then you can, your mom, Evie, you could feel free to explain, you know, what happened. Of course, you know, I do say hello and then we start the time. So, you know, if you do 30 minutes, and I am running a special for 44.44, I don't know if we would be able to get through it in 30 minutes, but, you know, because you have to explain and then, oh God. See, watch me, okay? So, no, I want you to take that out of your mind right now until we can look deeper, okay? But I am telling you that yes, Angie does do some far-fetched, weird shit. Your dad is not gonna, like, fall in love with some other woman. There isn't gonna be some cute little, you know, girl moving in that's, like, walking around in short shorts and walking dogs. I mean, that could happen. But that could happen. I can't believe all these people. You see this bullshit? Yeah, we gotta do these type of questions privately. Because it does sound weird, you guys. Not that I care. It's your question. But I'm telling you, Angie has her, you know, cuckoo in the head, but she ain't asking for something bad to happen to you, especially by this person that you're speaking about. No. Okay? Okay, what's your next question, Marissa? Somebody said that, what did they say? Oh, they commented on one of my, because you know how I say, your favorite psychic. Let's be a fly. Okay, cool. Let's change the direction of the night. What did they say? They commented and they go, your favorite, and then in parentheses, pretending to be a psychic to get money from people. And I'm like, aren't I doing zodiac readings for free? Aren't the videos that you're watching free? I'm like, what is wrong with people? They just are not relevant in life, so they have to come online and like whatever. So forget it. My haters, you could be haters. Watch me all day long if you want. Alright, so let's switch it up. I wish that I could have given you a more vivid answer, but like, I did all I could really do to settle your mind at least that's not happening, at least from Angie. And we will, hello, and we will definitely, we should do at least a 30-minute reading, see if we could figure that out. when we can, like, you know, you guys can talk, and then, and, you know, everything could be said out in the open, it would be great. Okay, so here we go, Jeremiah and Samantha. Actually, I'm gonna need to sage these cards real quick, okay? We need that energy gone. If there is such person that is asking that, we need that energy in that person. See, people don't understand. They think that they can ask for crazy things like that and not think that people are gonna want to retaliate. Hey, Netherlands. Hey, 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 little Miss Hairstylist. I love that. The Netherlands. Okay, we're good. So we are ready. Like I said, I am going to be focused in this reading, not really look at the chat much, so that I can stay to the 10 minutes unless we go over. So let's start. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this reading. This one's for Marissa, and we want Greg and Emily to come in. And we're going to start at 8 o'clock to 8:10. Alright, what is going on between Greg and Emily? If I could be a fly on the wall inside that house, inside that relationship, what is going on? Greg, you could come forward. Emily, you can talk but stay at a distance from me. I'm like, I don't want you up close. I don't want you up close. Okay. A whole lot of shit came out. Hold on. It's like Jeopardy. Do 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 do. Okay, let me pick them all up. Alright, what is going on between them and their relationship? Okay, we'll start with these. I had to put all of those back. Okay, so... Okay. What is the Knight... what is the Queen of Swords? What is the Queen of Swords here for? Ooh! Say what? Okay, and you know, even if it's a queen, it can be a king, okay? You for me at least, I can switch genders, especially with this deck, because a lot are women that are usually men in other ones. So it's just the energy, okay? So something, it's like shit hit the fan, but what was it? What is the Knight of Cups? What is the Knight of Cups? It feels like they were almost gonna rectify the relationship and then didn't. Hold on. Jeremiah, is this how I'm reading it? Were they thinking about working it out? Oh my God. And have they come to a decision? Sorry, let me put it off. Then did they come to a decision to not stay together? Yeah, exactly what I said. Hey, from the UK. Okay. Wow. Okay. So let me show you what I saw and why I was like, what the heck? So I have the High Priestess, which is your intuition, you know, their intuition, their gut, and this is also a psychic. Then we have the Knight of Cups, which is like pursuing the person in a romantic way. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very like to the point. They have questions they want answers to. They are direct. and they want to know. And whatever one of them found out, so I'm going to figure out who found out that somebody, and I feel like it's her, was actually, I'm not saying she's dating somebody, but it does feel like there's some kind of a mental or emotional affair going on from one of them. And I think it's her. Let me see. Is this Emily? It is Emily. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. It feels like we're starting at the end, so we gotta get to the beginning. So like I said, 2 of Cups to the Star, for the sake of, the new puppy. She works at a hospital full of male doctors. Oh, and nurses. I mean, it's bound to happen. Okay, there you go. That would make sense. So she's around people. It's not just somebody that maybe, she's just texting. Maybe it is somebody that she's known. And there's a lot of male doctors and nurses. Wow. So it was almost like I don't know. This is not Greg. This is honestly like she's coming in. She's like, can I please come forward? I'm like, okay. If you have something to say, let me know it. So I could tell Marissa. So she's like, I know you think that these 2 cards are me and Greg, like, deciding that, like, we should stay together because of everything we share, the house, the puppy, and everything. And that, like, we should at least go to therapy together. We should at least see if we can make this work. And then if we can't, we'll go our separate ways. And that's the 8 of Cups. We'll go our separate ways. We'll walk away. Please be patient. I'm doing a paid reading. Please be patient until I let you know if I am going to do any free pendulums. Otherwise, pay for your question. It is pinned down below. All right. So the lovers. Hey, Real. I would get your question in soon, honey. The lovers is not Greg. This is that she does have a connection with somebody else. And look at what's going on. I think that Greg found out. I don't think Greg knows everything. Thank you, Marissa. I don't think Greg knows everything. But I do, he goes, her behavior and the fact that she doesn't look me in the eye. Yeah, he's like right here. The fact she won't look me in the eye when she comes over. She doesn't stay often. She's very almost like she's always had like not a shy demeanor, but not an outward demeanor. Like, he's much more outgoing and she's more introverted. Thank you. I'm sorry, Marissa. He's always catching them like the last one. He went through the one's phone and read all the text. There you go. So that's how he found it. And so he was burdened. I mean, it's not that he felt bamboozled. He felt like she had a talk with him that was like, maybe we can reconcile. Maybe we could just go to counseling and like see how things go. And then for him to find out the 7 of Swords is usually cheating. It's manipulation. It is cheating, lying, and betrayal. All right? So I don't doubt that he went through her phone, but he's also saying the behavior. The behavior, like you said, he noticed because he's already gone through it, right? So the lack of spending the night, the lack of communication, the lack of when she is in his presence, she doesn't look at him in the eye. But he's pissed, okay? Let me let you know. Oh my god, we only have one more minute. We're probably gonna go over. Is that okay? I think you need to know more. Because the other card is the Seven of Wands, which means he put up his defense or he's getting ready. I want to see if he has already like outed her, or you'll extend it. Okay, cool. Because I want to look into right now. He's not talking to her because he feels betrayed. Like, I wanted out, then you make me feel so bad for wanting out, and I said I would stay through the holidays. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want you to have to go to Christmas and explain that we're not together. But he also doesn't like being pigeonholed as the, like, it looks like it's him when it's not. She's the one that's making all of these decisions for them. So he feels like, wow, I was like willing to put my own needs, because you have to love yourself first in order to be a good partner and everything else, friend, family member, etc. And so it's just okay, I don't know how to say this word very well, but he's saying the hypocrisy, a hypocrite. Like, he just, like, mind blown. Like, what a effing hypocrite. I was just doodling at work today, and for some reason I wrote, will file for divorce from E in the beginning of 2026. I love that. I just read it. Hell yeah. Hypocritical. How did I say it, Leo-san? Okay, so let's see what else. We've got 4 more minutes. So this Lovers, though, this is somebody else. This is somebody that there's like this magnetic, deep connection, very attracted. Kind of the same kind of the same connection you have with Greg. That's the one I'm trying to say. Hypocrisy. I can't say it. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. I can't say it. And yeah, they're like, Greg and Marissa have this kind of undeniable connection, and now she has it with somebody else. Wouldn't that be like the best news ever? That because he's not staying 1 minute longer than he needs to. And he's telling me, I have proof. He literally is saying, and if anybody watches Salt Lake City Housewives, it's that part where she's like, screenshots, proof, receipts, fucking everything. Oh, I love that. That was the best moment on any Housewives. So he's got proof. Like, he's showing me, like, he can, like, now, here's the thing. It's not easy to grab her phone. She's not sleeping there. Hardly ever. But I think he's going out on a whim right now on her behavior. He can feel it. He knows it. He recognizes it. And the first chance he gets to get into that phone, he will. Because they're showing me that he wants to take pictures from his phone, and just take, snap a bunch of proof. Okay? I know. Her mom better stay out of it. So what else is going on? We have one more minute. Let's see. See, yeah, he's holding back. He wants to be fully armored. He wants to have all of his ammo ready, like a pro. So he is holding back for the perfect moment where he gets to, oh my god, he's like, waiting for the moment where she is not going to see it coming, and like he doesn't want to embarrass her, but he feels like she's embarrassing him by doing this. So he kind of wants that moment where little Miss Perfect isn't so perfect, is she? And now he's like, yes, he pulled her own trigger. Oh, you have one more card. Yeah, it'll definitely happen by the new year, okay? This for me is January. This also could be the next new month, which would be December. But I feel like he's collecting his proof, his screenshots, his receipts, alright? He's collecting it, and he doesn't want to ruin the holidays. Because he has to put somebody else before himself, only one human being, before himself, and he will do that, but he is gritting his teeth, like, I wish I could do it right now, right this minute, but no, I know what they'll do. And so he's talking about her, his mom, and even the dad. I always see the dad in the background. It's like he's not full front and center of the reading, but he is there. Whereas I never used to see him there. He's not saying anything, he's just kind of there in the background. But he's like, I don't want to do it now because I'm like riled up. But that taste of like, I got you, he can't wait for. That bald-headed man needs to stay out of it too. He's bald, the dad. Okay. Okay, what's your next question? Hey, Real, are you on here, honey? This just is like, he goes, it's gonna be a masterpiece. Okay, good. I love your first question. It's gonna be a masterpiece. I can't wait. He goes, but I want my time. I want more time with this, with the house and the new puppy, and once the first Christmas and Halloween and exactly, and Thanksgiving not so much, but definitely wanted to stick around for the Halloween and Christmas and not give her any reasons. And I will text you something that I know from experience after this. I think I need to write it down because my memory. Give me 1 second. And it might be a different law where you live, so you would have to look it up, but I took the note just to let you know because I would have forgotten. Okay, now I need my fan, guys. It's warm in here. Okay, we're going to go to your next question. Alright, Greg, Emily, thank you for the information. I'll say thank you for that. Fall madly in love with whoever you're speaking to. And walk away and don't destroy Greg's life over it. And Greg, contact Marissa. Alright, so now it is 8:19, so we went over, but that's okay. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, so, but I enjoy finding that out, you know? I think you do too. That was a good reading. Okay, dismiss Emily, her mom, all of that bullshit. Greg, stay. And the question is, we're starting at 8:20, we end at 8:30. What are your current feelings, emotions, energy, and thoughts for Marissa? What are your current energy, feelings, thoughts, and emotions for Marissa? Okay, he truly is contemplating reaching out. So this is a good start, okay? If it's in his mind right now, I don't think it's gonna take 2 months, right, for him to reach out. But this is that he wants to, but he keeps teeter-tottering. Like, it's not the right time. I don't know if it'll be too much. Like, even if we just have a casual talk, you know, if I kind of tell her the lowdown, I don't know if that would come off like too much. So he's definitely like, he'll be like, yeah, I want to reach out to her, I'm going to, and then he'll be like, he'll kind of talk himself out of it. And then we have that, you know, the fact is, he is going to walk away from what no longer serves him. He is going to get out of this relationship he's in, and he will hit you up. So the Page of Cups is going to just be like a sweet, cute text, nothing more, nothing less, because it's a page, okay? So a page is often just, you know, a snap, hey, how's it going? You know, just something little, or however he can get a hold of you, okay? Okay, but tell me more about your feelings, your emotions. I wish I had you in my life. So it's kind of like, you know the question you like to ask? Like, if he could say anything, what would he say? He's kind of talking like that. Yeah, well, I wish that like, you know that country song, I wish I knew then what I know now. Sarah, do I know you? Haven't asked that one in a while. Don't erase hers, because I think I might know her. I love that song, but the new version. Isn't it? Who sings it? Oh, I don't think I know Sarah. Yeah, like, if I knew then what I knew now. Whatever that song is. I'll look up the new version. Okay, so, how does he feel about you? We got a lot of feelings here, okay? 3 of Cups. He wants to reconnect. He wants, you know, a possible reconciliation. The Knight of Cups, he definitely wants to pursue you, not as a friendship, but in Alan Jackson. Okay. Good to know. But in a romantic way, okay? This is like the knight in shining armor coming in and, like, you know, bearing, you know, what they feel for you. And then we have the moon. So the moon is like, I think that he is like, you know, people can hide their emotions or like suppress them and like push them down, but I'm gonna get them out of them. Alright, so I'm gonna have you concentrate. He's saying like I messed up. Something about like I messed up. Like, but he's kind of saying like I messed up, you know, I wish that we would have never ended and that I would have seen it to the end. But in this weird way, he feels that each of you were not done with your journey of self-discovery. You needed to go one way, you needed to get your divorce, you needed to heal, and you needed to learn how to love yourself, and that's what you've done. And on his side, he wasn't ready to quite settle down and get married yet, and so he kind of had to go off, and actually he kind of thought he was ready, therefore it led him to get married to somebody else, but it didn't work out. But something very valuable came out of that. And so now you two coming together is such a better match, because Spirit is telling me that it, like, they don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but they're saying that if you guys would have continued and not ever separated, it may have not turned into, you know, big things like marriage, kids, that kind of stuff. It may have just been, you know, what they're saying is you could have gotten to that point, but it could have also taken a lot of more time, right? Like to get engaged. They're seeing it like if you guys would have done it. Yes, there you go. I don't have to explain that exactly. Everything happens for a reason. So he's like hoping that you don't feel disappointed in his, you know, in him going MIA, and you know, you've said that you both went MIA, and that it was a mutual fizzling out. Okay, but he has guilt and he has regret, but Spirit is saying you guys are going to come back together and be so much more mature because you have gotten through these huge things in your life. All right? Exactly. No hate. Exactly. It wasn't one or the other's decision. It was mutual, and there was no hate. Exactly. So it's kind of like everything happens for a reason. It sucks, but there's a bigger plan, right? God has for us a bigger plan. And I always just say, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. I usually don't ask for, you know, give me this, please give me that. I just give gratitude, and we can all do whatever we want regarding that. But they're saying like, instead, like if you guys would have stayed together, it would have been like a 5 years before you guys got engaged. Whereas when you guys come back together soon, it's like, because you went through those huge hurdles in your life and you made it through them, you're not going to need to take 5 years. It's going to happen, you know, within a year getting engaged, within a year being married, within that year you probably, I literally just saw that you are like Jeremiah, and he showed me a picture of you, like you're probably gonna get pregnant on your wedding night, if not before. So I mean, it's gonna move very quickly, and you're gonna get your turn. Oh, I love that. That was a good one. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm still here. I'm just gonna turn the... It was really, really good, right? I'm just gonna turn the screen, but I could read people's comments. I'm gonna do Andrew's next. But I believe he texted me, his question. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna... It'll look like I'm frozen, guys, but I'm not. I'm just really quick. I'll be really quick back. Okay, sounds good, Marissa. That'll be great. Okay. Can you please write real quick before you go? Crystal's on a 5-minute break. Please, please. Or Crystal is on a short break. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm gonna turn this because I'm on a break, guys. And I have to sage my cards before the next question. I will do pendulum. Let's see. It says Tim. Your name is Tina, but your name is Tim. I'm confused. Are you above 18, Tina? Come on, phone. I need to get my regular sage. If there is anybody waiting, I will do one person. If there's somebody that's been patiently waiting on here that did not just come in, put me. Just post the word me. And I'll do a free pendulum question for you while I wait for my break to be over. Oh, it smells so good. Is there anyone who has a yes or no question? I will do it for free. This is the opportunity to do it. How do I turn this off? Hey guys, the first person that writes me, I will give you a free pendulum question. Right now is the opportunity because I'm doing a paid reading next. So if anybody wants it, just write me and then write your yes or no question. Okay, I've got to go check something. I'll be right back, guys. It will show I'm frozen, but I'm really not. Whoops. Almost took a tumble. There we go, there we go. Finally. Let me take a picture of this. Okay, cool. I am back. For good. Okay, so the timestamp is 8:40. No. It's not. That's what time it is, Crystal. Okay. The timestamp is at 67 minutes. Okay, so Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into Andrew's question. I'm not going to say it out loud. I will say part of it. Let me get it. I had to take a picture of it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Jeremiah and Samantha, this is for Andrew. His question is, did Lee feel more connected to him after their serious talk? I am not gonna say the next sentence out loud, but I will answer it. And then, did I clear any skepticism she had of me? And did she fall in love with me more after that day? All right, cool. Oh, there you are. Okay, I wrote down 67 minutes, but now it's about to be 69 minutes in, and I'm going to start now, and this is a extended, so we have 15 minutes. So I will stop at 56 after. All right, here we go. Let's start with the first question. So, was it in person? Oh, you're listening, but you can't text, probably. Okay, that's okay. I'm guessing it was in person, but Even if it wasn't, it's okay. If you cannot respond, that's fine. Okay. So, you guys had a break, right? I think it might take longer than 15 minutes. Okay, if it does, then I'll let you know how much that is. Each 5 minutes is $10. Okay, so we're gonna start with the... Basically, they're showing me that you guys had a break. Didn't you guys take a break? And then have the conversation? Because this is a break, not a break up, but just like a break from... And I remember, I don't really remember how long ago that was. It's got to be like, what, a week? More than a week ago that we did that. So yeah, so that's just showing that you guys had a break from each other. You came back together, and it looks like you guys did have a face-to-face conversation. So the first part, I took a picture. This is really smart now, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. It was only a week break. Okay, cool. Well, my timing is 0 to 4 weeks. So 1 week is in 0 to 4 weeks. Alright, so we'll do the first one. Did Lee feel more connected to me after our serious talk? Okay, so Lee, please come forward. How did you feel about Andrew after your serious talk, and did you feel more connected to him after? All right. Okay, so her energy is usually very reserved, very standoffish, because she protects her heart, but she's being very open. So I think that's awesome. That's why I'm like, oh, I actually like this from her, because I don't usually get it, but I understand because I do the same thing. We just know how to ice our hearts as a protective mechanism, defense mechanism. So she definitely missed you during that break. She may not, like, I do feel like she is somebody who's not going to admit that easily, but she definitely missed you while you guys were on that break for 1 week. But she does feel that your talk was very healing. I hear that she's saying, like, we finally, like, okay, so she's saying, like, we normally knock heads a lot, okay? We normally bump heads, okay? And in this talk, it felt like you were able to speak, she was able to allow you to speak, take it in, retain it, process it, and really hear you, okay, and see you, and vice versa. She felt that you did not interrupt her, same thing, you allowed her to speak, and you really got to hear her needs. Like, this was mutual, and it feels really good, and it made her feel like she wanted to start to open up to you more. So that's a good thing, okay? The other two cards in this question is the Ten of Cups to the Magician. So she feels that there was... oh, really? Thank you. She really feels... Thank you. Elated. I mean, the Ten of Cups to the Magician, she actually left that conversation feeling like happy, giddy, okay? I could see that she kind of kept it to herself, but you could see it. You could see it in her demeanor. You could see her body language start to be like a relief. You could, like, the body, you could tell that she was softening right in front of your eyes, and it was kind of amazing. And for her, she felt like, finally, like, yes, we can make this work, because the magician is, that we have all the tools, right? We have all of the tools. We have all of the elements, the pentacles, the sword, the pentacles, which is time, investment, and what we do. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I had something pop up on my phone. So where was I at? She was like, patience was key. Like, we finally just felt like we were finally listening and taking in what each other. And oh, I was saying that, like, she was giddy and she was like left there very happy, and it's because you guys have all of the elements. The pentacles is the time, the effort, and the investment that you guys have made together. The swords, which is communication, which isn't always easy, right? Swords can be sharp tongue, and it could also be beautiful. The wands, that you have the attraction, you have the, like, the, wanting the romance, like wanting to be romantic with each other, going forward, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that she kind of reserves herself in that area, like intimacy, but I do feel like it is going to open up, and I will do that with your next question. But she left that conversation very happy for the future, feeling like you guys really could do this thing. All right. Um, Let me look at your question again. Did she feel more connected to me? I think that I answered that. Let's use a pendulum really quick. Hi. Okay, Lee, did you leave the conversation feeling more connected than ever to Drew? And she says, yes, that's a nice big yes. Okay, I don't know if you're just listening or if you're watching, but the pendulum is swinging hardcore yes. All right, so now let's go into the next part, which I'm not going to say out loud, but I am going to answer freely. Okay. Patricia, if you could hold back and be patient until this paid reading is ready, I will answer that for you, okay? I will give you a free pendulum question, but just be patient, hold back, don't post it again until I am done, okay? Okay, so the next part is, did she blah 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 when she got home, okay? If you know what I mean. Okay, so I think everybody's gonna catch on to that. So let's see. I don't know if Lee will tell me, so I'm gonna ask Spirit. Actually, let me ask Lee. I guarantee you she'll say no or a circle, but let's see. Lee. What? I did not expect her to answer truthfully because she's very private. Holy crap, she's answering yes. Let me ask with Jeremiah. I honestly wasn't expecting her to say yes. Jeremiah, I'm saying the question to myself because it's private. Yes. Holy cow. I knew she would answer truthfully that day. We had changed everything. Okay, I don't know if you're watching this. So I know you're writing, so I think you're watching. but this is a damn big swing. So you're saying you knew she would answer truthfully, and her answer was yes. And Jeremiah, my spirit guide, confirmed that. Wow. Do you want me to, like, look into that? The talk was a very special day. Yeah, I do. It does feel special. It does feel like, I think, like an aha moment, an epiphany. Like, it almost felt like an outer body experience. Like you guys were talking, but like you specifically being very spiritually connected, I can see you. It's like I see you and her talking, all right? And then I see like a bubble, right? An energy bubble. And then your higher self, is outside of the bubble looking at you and her during the talk. That's quite amazing. All right? So you guys are in the bubble, but you're able to see how I see, right? By looking into the bubble. You were on the outside. That's pretty darn amazing. So yeah, anything you could give us, Spirit, about that topic. We have 3 minutes, so yeah, we probably will have to go longer, honey. Aww. Okay, the King of Cups. She did feel so connected to you, safe with you, secure, and ready to, like, relinquish her trust issues and just put her faith in front of the relationship and letting God, Jesus, the universe, whoever she believes in, to guide you guys. So yeah, and she felt the love from you, and she's asking, I hope he felt it back. I hope he felt it back. So when she then went into the house that day, I'm not saying she went straight in and did that, but if she did, cool. That is funny. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Think about that. I can't say too much on here. The Ten of Swords is like emptying the gas can. Emptying the tank. Alright? Oh! She needed the release. You know why she needed this release? Not only was she attracted to you and emotionally connected and, like, all in and happy and excited and felt like it was very special, but she was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna say it like this. Like, it's something she doesn't do on, like, a daily basis, but, like, she's like, after all the conflict and the, it's not like we argue or fight, but there's tension and things don't go right, and, all the conflicts that have arisen throughout the time that we have been together, and, so much time was spent apart. Now I can't see myself not being with him more. And so this was kind of like she was getting rid of all of that conflict and crap that was getting in the way of, like, you could see the relationship and where it was going to go from day one. But she isn't like that. She's the opposite. She's going to, I feel like she's a skeptic. So every single day she was like, it's like inching her way towards you and then taking steps back, taking steps forward. So anyways, about that, yes, she had to empty the gas tank and release all of her frustrations. Okay, so we are at the 15-minute mark, so I still have more to answer. Tell me if you're on here. Let me look at what the rest of the question was. Yeah, we definitely need to go longer. Okay, so we definitely need to go longer. I will do 5 more minutes. That's 10. And if you feel like we need to continue, then we will. So let's just start with 5 more minutes. Is that good? I just want to get your okay. Just go as much as you need to, and then I'll just tell you how much. Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I really like, I don't know. Okay, so yes, she definitely had her private time. She definitely had a good time, and now she wants the real thing. I definitely need to let you know that. I definitely need to let you know that. Okay. Because I need to know it still has not happened, right? Like you're still effing waiting, right? We did talk about that and other things similar. Okay. Because it feels like either her bedroom, her bathroom, wherever it is that she does her thing. Yes, tension is probably the best word. I said frustration, but tension, that's the best word to use. Yeah, still waiting, but that day was a lot of tension. Oh, that day was a lot of, like, built up tension. Of course. Oh, I know that you were giving her time and that she needed. I'm glad it was only 1 week. And I'm glad where you're at now. So let's, oops. The next part was, did I clear any skepticism she had of me? Okay, so let's do that part. No, sexual tension. Yeah. Oh, sexual tension. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was talking about the conflict and the, the 2 steps forward, 2 steps back and all that stuff, and you're like, nope, I meant sexual. I just can't say anything like too, you know what I mean? Too rated R, but we could say that. That's fine. Okay, so now she's like happy-go-lucky, like where's this gonna go? She's along for the ride. Did Andrew clear up any skepticism that you had of him? Did he clear up any? Here you are, the Chariot to the Ace of Swords. So this is that you were raw, you were honest, you answered questions, you went there vulnerable with your heart wide open. Yeah, no, there was no conflict, and let her think about what she wants to do. Then we talked when we were able to. Oh, but I'm saying as a whole, you don't feel like there was conflict in the relationship? I'm just saying as a whole, that it's hard when you're dating somebody, you have to get to know this person, and so I always say the first year is the hardest. And you'll hear that about people that get married. The first year is the hardest. The first year dating, I think, is the hardest, because you're just getting to know each other and compromising and learning and bobbing and weaving. That's all I meant by that. I didn't mean yeah, I didn't mean that there was like this major conflict. I said you guys do not art, like you guys don't fight, nothing like that. It's more of like, you know, you are two different people that do express your feelings very differently. So to finally come to a place where you both left that conversation with feeling confident and having sexual tension is a great thing. That's all I meant. But yes, okay, so let's see what she thinks. The Chariot, which is you, the Cancer. The Ace of Swords, very honest, raw, vulnerable, willing to tell her anything, answer any questions. So tell me anything more about that, Lee. Anything more about that, Lee? Yeah, she got to know, like, where your mindset is, and kind of, like, I think that there were some things that maybe she just didn't get, about you, and about, like, I think she was maybe skeptical about things that she needed to explain to you, but I think that you were able to, like, settle her mind and not make her skeptical. It's like, because they keep showing me, like, she had all these questions in her head, question marks, of, like, which would equal skepticism. But it feels like you guys had a conversation, and what she saw is that, you know how we're supposed to love ourselves first, right? Because if we love ourselves, then we're able to love somebody else the right way. And I think that that's what she realized, that you do speak a lot about how you feel about your connection with her, and it's not out of neediness, it's not out of anything, except for just, you are a person who is able to communicate your authentic emotions. And that maybe is different for her, right? But she's seeing this as, like, she's seeing things clearer. And yes, I would definitely say that the skepticism has dissipated. Okay, let's see. Now I really want to get into that last part. Do you want to give me one example of skepticism that she had about you? If not, I'm just going to move right on to the last question. I just feel like the answer is yes. Okay, I'm going to start. If you end up writing me back, then I can go backwards. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't want you texting. Okay, I was going to say, do you want to give me an example, but I think just knowing that you did clear it up is fine. You can always ask later a specific question. Let's go into, did she fall in love with me more after that day? We have 4 more minutes, and it would be $20. But if I go over, I won't charge you, okay? So now we're getting into, Lee, did you fall in love with Drew more after that day that you guys had the 1 week timeout, right? Little break. And you came together and had the face-to-face, very good conversation, discussion, cleared a lot of stuff up. How did it make you feel as far as the level of love that you have for Drew? Aww. She's like, please tell him that I've always seen his efforts. Okay. This is so sweet. She's like, please tell him I have always seen his efforts. And maybe I did not acknowledge the way that he loved me enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough, what is the word, validation? Like, I love validation. I love people to be like, hey, I got a reading from you last month and what you said happened. I love hearing that. It's not because I need it, it's because I like it, right? So the 9 of Wands is that she felt she can finally stop putting the wall up, which I've told you is a fortress. She's like, I can just let the fortress go, right? I'll always be who I am, but I can take the wall down for him and with him and allow myself to love him and allow him to love me the way that he wants to show me and the way that I want to be loved. And one thing that came out of that day is that she left it with so much trust in your relationship and you as a man and you as her choice of who to be with. Okay, so we have one more minute, but I'm going to pull some more cards. Tell me more about your emotions. Do you love him more now than you did? Yep. The Star, like you are her wish fulfillment and you are the one for her. And so that's why she's saying it's really sweet, because she's being very like sweet and calm and has this sweet voice, and she's like, just please tell him that I recognized it, his love, but at times I was so fearful of love that I kind of didn't acknowledge it, and I feel bad now. Like, I feel bad because I always saw the good in him, but I was so wrapped up in my own mind about, like, all men suck kind of thing, and that she goes, I don't know any other human being on this planet, man, woman, doesn't matter, that would have ever put this many, a year and a half almost, into this relationship. See, I'm not biased. I mean, I'm biased. Of course, I want the best for you. You're one of my greatest friends. She's a real man-hater and a bit... Yeah, exactly. So... I mean, I'm glad you're saying that, because that, like... See, that just gave me validation. So thank you. Like, yeah. And so now she's looking back being like, oh my God. But she's like, I am so lucky, and like, I can't believe that I even like considered not being with him. I don't think she ever considered like not being with you, but like, I feel like she didn't go all in, right? But you've been all in basically since day one. You've always been consistent, and you've always been a positive person in her life. And I know how much you love her based on one major thing. Like, I don't know any man who would wait this long. But it's because you're in love with her. Like, it doesn't get better than that. So I see her now being like, oh, I am not gonna do anything to screw this up now. Now I'm going all in. He's all in with me. He will protect me. He will be my best friend, my teammate. You know, like, we're in this together. And I've never really felt like she talked about you guys like a team. Okay, well, that was 13 minutes, but don't worry about the 3. So right now, $20. So let's do one more, and I'll tell you how much that is. And this will be the last one of the night, except for the person that I said could. If you're still waiting, I'll do a couple of free pendulum yes/no questions for free. So when I'm done with Real's question, all I want is for you guys to just put me. And if you put me, I'm going to pick 3 people, okay? But have your question ready. And if your name is not in your YouTube name, then what I want you to do, just follow these simple instructions, because I might even be able to do more than 3, depending on time, okay? So first, just put me, enter, so that I see that you want one. Then put your name, dash, your yes or no question, and then put card or pendulum. That's it. Okay, Real. I'm ready for you. And you guys, all 12 zodiac signs were dropped. Go watch yours. Watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. Go to your person's sun, at least their sun sign, and cross-watch to see what theirs is about. Remember, when you cross-watch, roles can reverse. Yeah, I've been working my ass off, y'all. So all 12 are up. The 3 top views were put out first. So the top was Pisces, Taurus, and Leo. So I don't do them the normal way. Aries through Pisces. Once in a while, maybe I'll do it, but usually I just randomly choose so that it's fair. Okay, should I stop telling my best friend my business when it comes to Lee, your best friend Kenya? Okay, cool. So this is just a yes or no with detail. So just send me 30 at the end, okay? Okay, I need Lee, thank you so much. Mwah. Okay, but you can leave real quick. Let's bring Kenya in. Let's bring Kenya in. Alright, Kenya. You are, does she call you Drew or Andrew? What does Kenya call you? Andrew, okay. Like me. Okay. Kenya. So, Jeremiah, this question is for you. I want Kenya here so that I could see her mindset and where her heart's at. Andrew wants to know, should he stop telling his best friend, Kenya, his business when it comes to Lee. As your friend, I am biased, and I would tell you, yes, you better stop. But that's not what you asked. You're asking the psychic part of me. So let's, the tarot reader, the spirit, okay? Okay, is it beneficial to Andrew to confide in his best friend Kenya about any and everything that goes on with Lee? Whatever he's told her up to this point. Is it beneficial or not? Ten of Swords. Let's see. Ten of Swords. Six of Pentacles, sharing information. Okay. Have you ever, you've never been intimate with her, right? Have you ever been intimate with this girl? Kenya? I know how I feel about this, but I'll let you do the reading. Okay. Now, I know that you're probably reading me, and that's why I said it's Crystal, your friend, telling you. And it's because it's, oh, okay, I was going to say, because it's a girl. And so I think you know me well enough that my opinion would be, don't tell a girl your problems with another girl, right? Unless she's gay, right? Which is what you just wrote. So that, because I was going to say, I wouldn't tell you no if you told a guy friend. So as long as you have not been, because this is what it's saying, as long as you have not been intimate with Kenya, it's okay. But are you mostly confiding in Kenya about the shitty part, the good part, or all of it? A mix of all of it. Because I don't want you to go to your best friend just to be like, this sucks, this is what happened, and then Kenya doesn't like Lee. And then Lee is, you know, gonna be a permanent fixture in your life. So, a mix of all. Okay, I think it's okay. She has your back. Okay, you guys are friend soulmates. Like that's how I feel. You and her, you know, there's, it's not a jealousy factor, right? If she doesn't like dudes, she doesn't like dudes, right? So there can't be like, oh, well, don't tell Kenya because, you know, maybe she's in love with you, or maybe she wants to be with you, or maybe you guys hooked up. So because we can take that out of the equation, they are showing me that, like, this is your go-to person, this is your best friend, and we do have best friend soulmates. And I do think that as long as you are talking about a mix of all of it, it's okay. If you're only talking about the shitty times, not so much, because we already know how Lee is, right? I think she's too overly critical, and now I kind of see her as a third party when it came between me and Lee. So she is coming in and where she shouldn't. I honestly feel like when I'm telling my best friend, like say I'm dating somebody, and I'm telling Shell everything, right? Because she's my best friend. It could make her lean one way or the other. And it could also be that, like, she wouldn't do this, but, like, it could be that, you know, she would be like, oh, you're way too good for that person. Get out of that. You know, why are you in that? Like, I know she wouldn't say all that. Not her. We're much older. I feel like I can confide in my men relationship. Yes. when it comes to my problems more with her. Yes. Because this, I don't know. I understand that she doesn't like guys, but I don't know. If I was Lee and I knew that, I wouldn't like it. Because it's a girl. I don't know. I don't think anybody, yeah, I think you should stick to guy friends. But I do feel like the more you tell Kenya, the more she brings it up on her own, if that's true. Because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. It's like, you won't even bring something up. You'll hang out with Kenya, and then she'll be like, so, what's going on with you and Lee? Da 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 da. And you're like, but I didn't bring this up. She's overly critical, and Lee has gay best friends too. She doesn't care about me being friends with a woman. Right. It's okay to be friends with her. I just don't think it is beneficial to your relationship to, because judgmental. Because here's the thing. The thing is, Lee is somebody that you want in your life forever, and this Kenya is also not going away. So the best thing you could do is stop talking unless it's positive. Don't go to her to vent your frustrations. Go to a guy, or go to somebody like me, who is like 20 years older. Well, not 20, but almost. And, yeah, I'm just feeling that it could spark something in Lee that you wouldn't want. So, they're saying you didn't know, you've known this person forever, they're your best friend, but now that you guys had that week off and now you guys came together and it's better than ever, stop. Like, stop now. There's only like, I know. But see, I'm a person that, like, I always see both sides. I'm never like, oh, F that person. No, I see both sides. So, I mean, I know, but I honestly feel like it could be a problem. Sometimes I feel she lacks respect. Yeah, I just feel, I feel almost like she's territorial. Territorial. She's not, what am I saying? She's not like, you know, jealous because you're with somebody because she likes you. But she's territorial. Like I could see, like, Lee starting to, like, you know, come in and, like, be spending holidays together next year, you know, and, like, her being like, but I was here first. Like, yeah, I'm being told you gotta just stop and be like, hey, and even if you have to make up, me and Lee talked about it, and we don't want to go to our parents or any outside people to talk about our relationship going forward. We want to be able to handle it with just each other and just leave it as that. She is, because when I started talking to Lee, she thought we were going to stop being best friends since how much I was into her. Yeah, she's definitely territorial, and I am telling you, you've got two strong women, okay? Lee is a badass, and Kenya is a very, you know, maybe she's a badass too. They're not gonna mix well. I don't think so. And I see that more as, like, Lee is gonna feel like the energy is off with Kenya when you're all three together. I don't know. It's gonna cause problems. So just stop now. If she brings up, like, oh, what's the lowdown? Just be like, we're good. we're doing great, and leave it at that. Okay, so I went way over. I'm getting off now. Is there anyone who wants a free yes or no question? Whew! I think I started at, what, 67 minutes. Hey, oh wait, Marissa, are you back? Yeah, I promise you, for right now, I'm telling you, if you want you and Lee to go the distance, you gotta start reeling your bestie back a little bit. Just, you could do 40 and I would be very, very happy. That was like our own little mini reading. Actually, it was longer than a little reading. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you. I thought Marissa came back in, but it was just her, it's just her pinned message. So I'm gonna get off. So last, thank you, Andrew. I just saw it go through. I appreciate you so much. And if there's anything, that I missed, just text me and let me know. But overall, I think that was really good. And I'm glad you and Lee are at the point you are. Because it's like, yeah, Spirit is like the finish line. Like, they're finally, like, it feels like you're just perfectly aligned now and ready to move forward. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, like I did do, I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me look really quick. What is her sign? It must have been Cancer, because I don't know Lee's sign. And it was something about maybe meeting each other's parents or one of them. Yes, Cancer was, they may be your +1 to a holiday function. Oh my god, I love Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon. Okay, well, there are like 3 or 4 weeks of 12 zodiac signs. Oh my god, she's a Gemini too? Oh, my dad's a Gemini. Mwah, in heaven. I'm a Gemini moon. I get along very well with Geminis. But Geminis have the 2 heads, and so we have, you know, we're a lot. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. Good night. I would have done free pendulums, but if nobody wants them, you just want to watch, that is a-okay, you guys. And thank you for watching, and have a great night, and I will see y'all soon. Mwah. Please go to my channel, like I said, watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and go cross-watch. Watch your partners. So, like, Andrew, go watch Gemini, and the roles can reverse. So, if you're watching it, if, you know, it's a collective, take what resonates, throw out the rest. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit, okay? But if you're watching, let's say, yours, and it sounds more like her, and you watch hers, and it sounds more like you, that's why you can flip-flop. Okay, good night. Bye, guys.